Delighted, yeah, delighted with the win. With a number of young guys coming through as well. So particularly off the back of last week, where we were away from home, and we don't really capitalise on some of the opportunities that we create. Obviously, it was a 3-0 scoreline, so. It was a quick review of last week's game, really. It didn't appear there was a huge amount that happened in it. So, a lot more action tonight, given the conditions and some of the inexperience that we had there, that's probably the pleasing bit. Attitude of the players generally was good. A couple of guys starting for the first time, a few other guys like just featuring for the first time this year. Jack Ainger even coming off the bench for his debut. So, a lot of positives in that regard. It's a round 5 game. It's another 5 points. It keeps us ticking along okay in the conference on our side. A totally different challenge we face now next week against Connacht. But for tonight, we're pleased. 8 tries in the conditions. Against Dragons, who off the back of a big win last week against Glasgow themselves. So overall now we're pleased with the win.
You mentioned Harry there as well. How pleased are you with his performance? Like, he controlled the game really well in difficult conditions and even bounced back from those early kicks to do well in that regard.
Yeah, nothing really phases Harry. He's had a good mentor in the household, it's fair to say, in recent years. So between Harry and Ross, they're very, very important for us as a group. Harry's mainly been coming off the bench, obviously, this season, played some games in the Celtic Cup, and he's been waiting patiently for his opportunity, and it's great to get him a start and first 80 minutes under his belt for the senior team. So it's positive. It gives another player that we because we want to see with what's coming up in this block. We've to manage the group that are coming back in from the World Cup, and so you're trying to juggle the resources all the time. So similarly with Ryan as well, Ryan Baird. It's good to get him 80 minutes as well. He had a very good 20s World Cup. Obviously, Harry didn't go to the 20s World Cup, but he'd been before. Had an issue with his back, so he's managed to get himself in physically in better conditions. So, as I said, the two of them in particular is good to get them through 80 minutes at this level, because you're seeing them in training all the time, and you're hoping they're able to translate what they've been doing on the training field into the game. So. Overall it was a decent night for them.
Aside from the 80 minutes, what did you make of Ryan Baird's?
Ryan's very athletic, so a couple of good line-out steals. You can see him in the loose where he features. He's got the athleticism to get in a kick chase and chase like a back rower or a back, really. So he's going to take a bit of time in terms of learning the nuances, particularly of tight forward play. But no, overall, it's a positive step for Ryan as well. So really good seeing Harry sees the space, Dave on the crossfield kick, shifts it back inside. There was a couple of pair of hands, and Dave gets the ball back. So really good try in the conditions. I thought it was exceptional, and it was tight for good chunks of that first half. Managed to get that try just before half time, so which was pleasing. Maybe about 5 minutes before half time, after Michael Bent kicked us off with a 1 yard effort. They all count. But 3 quick tries in the second half, which kind of put a bit of distance on the scoreboard. So overall it was a decent night work from the lads. But it's a round 5 game, totally different challenge for us now next week again in Galway. Connacht have been going very well. Connacht obviously a big win already against Dragons over there. Have had some big wins. Treviso at home, who we struggled against, and Cheetahs, who've been killing teams in South Africa. So Connacht team are looking very, very strong on their side of the conference. So it's a completely different challenge, and for our guys just trying to turn the page as quickly as we can, and we'll see what we do around selection with trying to bring a couple of guys back into the mix. But for tonight we're happy. Big mention to the supporters that brave the conditions out there as well. And the 3 games we've had in the RDS so far this year, I think the energy that the crowd have given us, the team, has been excellent, and I think the players are definitely feeding off that. So hopefully it'll be a sign of things to come.
Putting big scores on teams tonight, and against Edinburgh, and I think against the Ospreys as well here. Is that's obviously breeding confidence, permeating right throughout the squad, and newer players getting on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, we were starting to second guess ourselves maybe a little bit after last week. 3-0, the lowest scoring game, I believe, in the history of the province, Mark, is that right? But yeah, much better here, you know. So the challenge for us now is how can we bring some of that form into when we play away from home. So yeah, we've done in 3 games here in the RDS where we're scoring quite a few tries, but away from home now is the challenge. So, you know, we got fairly pumped down in Galway 2 seasons ago in particular, and we've had some tough outings down there. Last year was better, you know, but like Connacht are a team that have that continuity selection. They haven't chopped and changed their team that much. You know, they're not hugely affected, whereas we have to try and integrate guys, and the dynamic of our group is going to be disrupted by players coming back in, and you know that's just a fact of life. We've talked about it since we came back for pre-season, so we know it's one of the facts that we just need to get on with. So it is what it is. You know, it's great to have some of the guys back. It's making sure that they fit into the systems that we have in place and the way we're trying to play the game. So we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll kind of get assessment on everyone on an individual case by case basis and try and do what's best for them over the coming weeks.